Mr. Turk, you had said earlier that you'd said that solar and wind are the cheapest resources to bring onto the grid. Can you elaborate? What do you include in that calculation?
Yeah, so I look not only at the levelized costs, but I look at what's actually being brought into our grid right now,
Does
driven
that
by
include-
economics. And so 93%, our independent Energy Information Administration is saying 93% of the new power brought on this year will be solar and storage and wind.
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's coming on because it's the cheapest. Does your calculation include the cost of transmission to bring that online?
Well, this is why we need to have, and I know you're an expert in this, and thank you for your leadership in NARUC in particular with your previous job. We need to have the whole grid. We need to be thinking about reconductoring. We need to be thinking about grid enhancing technologies. We need to be thinking about transmission too. We need to think about it holistically and
Right.
systemically.
Exactly. And I support GETS 100%. It's not the 100% solution, though, and
It's not,
it
that's
should
right.
not be overstated, because I think a lot of people who don't understand this hear things like that and think there are simple solutions, when really they're far more complicated. And the truth of the matter is, when you consider solar and wind as being the cheapest, the cost of the transmission is not included in that calculation, nor is the cost of all the backup generation that's needed to provide power when solar and wind aren't available. Those have to be included in our calculations when we're talking about costs, because the people who pay for that, they notice that those aren't the cheapest things, because it's all included in their bill. Nobody else soaks up those costs but the final customers who pay the bill.